Hi there, welcome back to Supercharged Fridays. This is a brand new Friday of a brand new year. How are you doing? How's it going? I hope all is well. Sorry, my phone is ringing. Apologies. Come in the comments and let's say hello. How's your week been? What is it that you've learned? Share something that you've learned this week. Something that you didn't know before. I don't know. Share something, share anything in the comments. Would love to hear about it. While you do that, I'm going to sip my tea and we're going to get into questions. I got a very juicy question. If you haven't come up with questions already, I got a very juicy question 2 days ago from someone about layoffs and what they should do if there's a lot of layoffs happening all around them. So, yeah, but in the meantime, I'd like to hear if you have questions directly. If you're watching live, I'd love to, welcome you here and see if there's anything I can do to help. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is you are tuning in from. Hopefully, everything is working. If you're watching, particularly if you're watching on LinkedIn, I see comments here on Facebook and I see comments here on YouTube. I just want to make sure that this is working on you on LinkedIn as well. Okay. Everything is working on LinkedIn as well. Okay, good. Exceptionally cold. It's cold here. It's not that cold as it is in Finland. So, but it is always, I mean, even if it's boiling hot outside, I've always got my cup of chai. Good evening. So, yeah, let's talk about questions. Or Risto, if you're watching live, welcome. Talk to us about a very interesting learning this week. We're always learning, right? You're a learning machine, Risto. If you guys are watching on LinkedIn and you don't follow Risto, please do. He's always got books all around him and he's always learning and he's also sharing that learning, which is very interesting. What is it that you learned this week or relearned this week, which you'd forgotten about? If you don't mind, would love to hear all about it. All right, so let's get into it. We are 2 minutes in. Let's get into question. Hi, Shailesh, you got a question. I related to INSEAD. I'm proficient in the German language, but not French. How can I tackle the question if I'm asked in the interview, why don't I go for an MBA in Germany as I am a better fit as I know German? Oh, I don't know, Shailesh. If you want to go to INSEAD, you should apply to INSEAD. And you do need three languages upon graduation, which you already know, right? So I'm guessing if you have English and you have Hindi and you have German, you're good to go. I knew Spanish when I went to INSEAD. This didn't mean I wanted to do an MBA from the schools in Spain. There's nothing wrong with the schools in Spain, but I wanted to go to INSEAD. So I don't think that you're gonna get this question. Don't worry about it. Okay. Good luck. I know this because I interview people who are applying to the MBA program. You're not gonna have this problem. So no worries. Good luck with everything. Thank you for being here. Hi there. Can you touch a little bit upon the ongoing recession? Yeah, I mean, this is a big one, and I'm not an economist, so you're not gonna hear any expert opinions on what is happening and economic policy. You're not gonna get that here. Wrong channel. I will share though. How do I pronounce your name? Tamaraikanan? Tamaraikanan? Did I say that right? Give me a thumbs up if I said that right. If I butchered it, you can give me a thumbs down. I will live. I'm a big girl. Tamarakanan. See, it also depends, right? Are we talking about India? Are we talking about the US? What are we talking about? There was a report yesterday that the US economy actually grew by 2.9% in the last quarter of 2022, which is really good news. And um, unemployment claims are down as well. So obviously, the US is not the rest of the world. But used to be an expression, when the US gets a cold, the rest of the world sneezes. Kind of, you know what I mean? So it is kind of representative. It is not the only thing that represents the rest of the world, but the health of the US economy is representative. So I think that's good news. And I think we're going to bounce back. I think 2023 is a year that's going to bounce back in a very interesting way. And, yeah, the layoffs are happening. And I had this question. But please also, I think, you know, you we have to go below the doom and gloom. I've never been a fan of the doom and gloom. It spreads like wildfire. But if you look at the companies that are doing mass layoffs, a lot of them are guilty of overhiring during the pandemic because they saw insane levels of growth and they thought those levels of growth would continue forever. Let's call a spade a spade. And when the growth didn't continue like they thought it would, they started shedding the workforce. And some of the workforce they're shedding, like in Google, are people who'd been in the company for 15, 20 years, and they're calling them essential versus non essential. I'm not a fan of what's going on. I'm not a fan of the way it's been done. This isn't about that. I'm not the CEO of those companies, but I also do think that a lot of layoffs that have particularly happened in the tech sector for the reason that I just explained earlier. This is my interpretation of things. So even in the tech sector, even in the companies that have done all these layoffs, please also note they are still hiring. I know that sounds bizarre, but you always need the right skills, right? So if Microsoft wants to get into AI and Chat GPT, they've invested $1 billion in it. Well, they need staff, they need talent to help with that. So it comes down to where the skills and where is it needed and focusing there. Yeah, that helped. I don't know. Hopefully that is interesting. Happy Friday. How are you guys doing? Sounding in from Texas. What I want to know is, G, when are you moving? You were supposed to move, right? Need to move to a cold place. I don't like you being in Texas while I'm freezing my tail off here. Any other questions? Anything I can help with? So while I wait for the question, right? And if anybody wants to share as well, I asked the question about learning. Nick is watching. Hey, Nick, how you doing? What did you learn this week, Nick? I don't like people coming in and going. If you're still watching, share. What did you learn this week? What was interesting this week? It could be something technical. It could be something uh, in your home. Doesn't matter. And I should also practice what I preach. What did I learn this week? What I learned this week was that if you think you know something, please go and validate it, even if you are sure. Even if you are sure. So, in case you missed it, 2 days ago, I posted on LinkedIn that I'll be doing a cohort based live training, so a group training. And the topic is about how to get back into the workforce if you have been away for more than 6 months. So, right, we're technically the definition of long term unemployment is more than 6 months or 27 weeks. So, by the way, in case that is of interest, please join me. I'm going to be launching this in Feb. I don't have. Where is the link? It's a good question. Where is the link? I don't have the. I mean, the link is a little weird one, but if you see the most recent post of mine on LinkedIn, or even if you go to my LinkedIn profile and you see there's a little link below my name, know more about me, it's all there. Otherwise, the link is right here, maven.com. Maven is a company that specializes in live cohort based learning, and I love learning live. I love teaching live. It's a very different experience. So, this is a very janky sounding URL. But if you don't want to like copy paste, if you don't want to copy it, and if you just want to go, just go directly to my post from last week and you'll find it. And hopefully that's interesting because we're going to be doing it in February. So the thing I learned was I thought this would be, I had another topic in mind and I thought it would be interesting. And I took a risk with this one. I put this survey out and it's a very inexpensive course that I wanted it because it's in beta. And so far I've had almost 80 signups, 80, meaning these are people who are interested in getting into the live course. So I'm very, very pleasantly surprised. And the learning is always test your assumptions, even if you think you're right. So all right. Cool. Hi, Shantanu. I see a question right here, and I'm going to come to it right away. So, I got two offers in hand. Congratulations. They both have good cash, but I'm finding it difficult. Mm. I've asked HR in both organizations to let me have a conversation with the tech lead, but my heart is inclined towards the organization with the small mid size. Very good. Firstly, such a good problem to have, Shantanu. Congratulations. And I would always argue with go for your heart, what your heart is telling you to do. There'll be the logical side that this one is a better brand name, this one is more money. And there's nothing wrong with more money and better brand because we do need those things in various stages. However, if you want to get really like into a structure and methodology, check out a YouTube video that I have on this exact topic. I have two offers. Should I take this or should I take this one? It's somewhere you'll see in my YouTube videos. Just go scrolling past, you'll find it. And if you don't find it, send me an email, send me a message on LinkedIn, and I will send that over to you. I think that's really going to help you. And at the end of it, I think it's going to tell you what you already knew, but it's going to validate that, right? So good luck with that. I'm planning on staying online for a few minutes because I'm sure you guys have stuff to do. I got stuff to do. So I'm gonna answer the questions that have come up, obviously. And then I shall let you go on your merry way. All right. We're gonna do a question learning, question learning. Let's see if you get that. What I learned this week is that there is a differentiation that can happen in several arenas. I wrote a post about how President Zelensky, so in Ukraine, is different from other presidents. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll definitely check that post. Wrote a post. Is that Risto? Is that today? Did you put that today? I'll make sure I take a look. Anyway, I'll find it today or yesterday. That's a very good point. And I'm sure in that post you have examples, right? So that would be very interesting and learning as well. Hi, Pravi. I have a long career gap, almost 5 years. I worked in HR recruitment for 6 years. Of course, you can start, and you can start on your own. You can start as a freelancer. You can do whatever heck you want, Pravi, for sure. At the risk of sounding like, tooting my own horn, I have had career pauses in my own career, so I know what you're going through. And if you are around, this is a very inexpensive live course that I'm going to do, and I'm never going to do it again. Um, it is where are you watching me from? Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on YouTube? You're on YouTube. Okay. So you're watching me on YouTube. So check out this link that I placed on YouTube. Join me in that cohort. It's uh yeah, this one. It's going to be less than 100 euros, probably 95, 97 euros. And it's live training with me, right? My live trainings with, my clients are nothing less than 4,000 euros. Guys, nothing. It's just very, very difficult. Time is very difficult to find. But this is something I'm partnering with Maven on. So if this is of interest, see, I'll help you. I have step-by-step action plan for everything. Good luck with that. But it is definitely possible. And if you don't want to join, by the way, no problem. No offense. I have two whole videos on YouTube on exact strategies and tactics that you can do to get back into the workforce and how you can do it. Everything is in there for free. So check that out as well. But if you're looking for a little bit more personalized guidance, then check out that cohort that I'm talking about with Maven. Hey G, just because an organization is laying off in one area, yeah, I know. Hmm. I put this on my newsletter last week, a couple of weeks ago. It is contagious. When one starts, the other wants to do it, usually in very similar industries as well. It's unfortunate, but they also regret it later and it becomes more expensive to make up for it, right? Hi, Preeti. I'm in Dubai. I'm looking for a job. I've told to fill employment information, including passport, account details, but they have not confirmed about working hours, days. That sounds very shady to me, Preeti. Why would um you only share your passport and bank account details when you are given an offer letter, because they need to pay your salary somewhere, right? And they need your identification. But I would not share this information with a company where you've only had one interview and you haven't had the offer yet. Please watch out. I don't want to scare you. Could be identity theft or something. I don't know. I would never share this type of information with a company if you don't have a contractual relationship with them in any shape or form. Okay. And please speak to them. Definitely speak to them. So, all right. Hey, Bharat. Okay. Let me see if there's any other questions I'm missing out. Okay. I recall having an abundance mindset from one of your videos. It resonates to mention by a panelist on an employability summit from yesterday, being resilient and recovering. Ah, yeah, I have experience with that for sure, Bharat. Absolutely. What is the scope of SAP in the future? Tushar, good question. No clue. Ask someone who knows SAP. I will not pretend to be an expert and waste your time. So, all right. Any other questions? Anything I can help you with? Hi, Priya. You're following me religiously. Thank you very much. I guess that's what you meant because you don't probably not following my religion. unless you think of me as a religion. That would be weird. Hey, I recently got laid off. How do you make a justification for the next employment? Rachit, I'm sorry about that. Rachit, it is so common right now. It's really uncommon if somebody's not been laid off. I'm particularly since February, March 2020, it's the world is topsy-turvy. Layoffs were always there even before COVID, but there is no need to justify it. There is no need to lie about it. Just say the truth that the company was downsizing and my position became redundant. My position became redundant and my contract was terminated. By the way, when people say I was terminated, you weren't terminated. Your contract was terminated. Unless Arnold Schwarzenegger is in front of you, you're not terminated. That's the Terminator. That's different. But other, so sorry, I don't mean to laugh at Rajat. I've been through layoffs 3 times. If I can survive, so can you. Make a plan on what you're going to do. Make a list of companies. Make a list of people in these companies that you're interested in working in. And when you interview, and if someone says, "So why are you looking for a job right now?" Oh yeah, so this there was some downsizing and there was some restructuring in this company. My position was made redundant. Very matter of fact, serious face. Okay, it's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with you. All right. Hi, Rich. How you doing? First week at the new job. Hey, this is amazing. Please congratulate Rich. Rich was somebody who's been following me and purchased one of my programs, and he's amazing and got a lot out of it. And he started a new job. Really happy about this, Rich. Thank you for the video testimonial as well. You are amazing. I wish you so much success. I hope the new week has gone well. You know, hopefully you're doing really well and people are amazing. So awesome. Thank you for dropping in. I know you're at work or going to work or already logged in. No, but you said it was remote. So you're probably at work at your desk. So, okay, I'll let you go on your merry way. Uh, cool. So good luck, Rachit. Hey, Sumit. I followed your very old videos. Yeah, I've got some ancient videos in there. Personal introduction. It really helped, and I successfully did it with a good offer. I wanted to say thank you. That's amazing, Sumit. Congratulations. Well done. Reach out to me if we're not connected already on LinkedIn. And if we are connected, send me a message. I want to know more about how this happened. I'm very happy for you. Well done. Congrats. Awesome. Hi, Ipsita. How do recruiters look at breaks? Hmm. Um, there are all kinds of recruiters. There's good recruiters, there's bad recruiters, and then there are really bad recruiters. Good recruiters look at a break like they look at the color of your hair. Nothing is weird about it. There are some recruiters who look at it very suspiciously, like you went to jail. Or and there are some really bad recruiters who look at your break and think something is wrong with you and they don't want to touch you. Like, you have a disease, they don't want to touch you. So difficult to answer this, but there's nothing wrong with starting with the truth. So, Ipsita, if you're watching this and if you're interested in getting back into the workforce after a career break, check this out because I'm going to put this link on LinkedIn as well. I'm starting a program in February. I've got quite a few signups already. It's live. It's not a course you do and you forget about. It's a live cohort-based program where we're going to do a few sessions on how do you show up in interviews, how do you do your resume, how do you do LinkedIn. It's going to be a lot of value and it's accessibly priced as well. I know this is maybe not a detailed answer to your question, but I'll be doing a lot more in there as well. Hey Aman, what is your simple question? Let's see. According to your experience, how many hours per day do we need to work for a long and happy life? There's nothing simple about this question because it depends. For some people, it's 8. For some people, it's 6. For some people, it's 4. For some people, it's 3 days a week, 4 days a week. For some people, it's 5. For some people, it's 7. They don't look at work as work. They think of work as an extension of their happy life. Can't answer that. Very dependent on each individual. Hi, Anupam. I'm trying to completely switch my career. That's amazing. Anupam, well done for even thinking about it. PR to software quite late in my career. Dude, I don't know what is late. Okay? I don't know how old you are. There's no such thing as too late. It is too late when you're when you're dead. It's too late. Till then, it's not too late. We are always in our own way. How do I go from this? How do I make the switch? Find out as much as you can, Anupam, about software development. Take courses, get certifications, learn, get on the job training, do volunteer work, just immerse yourself in the world of software development, get to know people, and bring the story out there. If you feel courage one day, share your journey on LinkedIn, very simple posts as well. Document your journey. This is so exciting, going from PR to software development. Honestly, there's no like, nothing is stopping you. There are no limits. Look at all the skills you learned in PR that can help you do in software development. I have a whole video on career change. Check that out on my YouTube channel. It's one of my oldest videos. And I'm planning to make another video on career. In fact, I did make another video on career change, and I was supposed to publish it. Then half the video, it turned out there was no audio. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So good luck, Anupam. Keep us posted. Okay, that's very exciting. How should a company should I change a company during this time of layoff? Rohit, if you're not happy in the company, you have another offer in hand, yes, sure. Just be careful that you don't your reasons for changing are healthy. Okay. If someone gets laid off, doesn't the next interviewing company think that you are not a top performer? Not necessary. Not necessary. I've been laid off in India, and then I got a role at GE Capital. They didn't think there was anything wrong with me. I've been laid off twice in Europe. So no. And if they do think like this, sure, they're not for you. They're not for you. They are a little bit more judgy and extremely biased. You can't control exactly what they think. Not sure. Not sure. Right? I don't know. Focus on what you can control, and that is how you show up. All right, last question, and I'm going to let you guys go. Hey, Priya, I'm working as an executive assistant, senior secretary with 12 years experience and pursuing an MBA. Good for you, Priya. Planning to change my career. A lot of career changes here. That is so amazing. As a business analyst, how do you look at this career change? I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. There's so many transferable skills as an executive assistant and as a senior secretary. You're handling multiple crises at any point of time, right? How do your skills today as a senior secretary, how do they help you as a business analyst? Start making that story. All right. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that you're even thinking about it, because a lot of us get, paralyzed with this doubt and fear, and we stop ourselves. We are our own worst enemy. Not what the recruiter said, not what the hiring manager, not even what our parents said. You can't do it. It's too late. Like that, another gentleman here said, I'm doing this very late in Mega. There's nothing late about it. If you think it's late, then it is late. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. All right. Take care. I shall see you at the same time next Friday. But in the meantime, last, I think, time I'm going to share this. If you or someone who is going through a long period of unemployment, they're desperately unhappy and looking to get back, but all they keep hearing is the doom and gloom and how difficult the economy is, and they're struggling to get back. I'm doing a live course. Check this link out. I'm going to put this on LinkedIn as well. I've already placed the link on YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to put that again. If you're watching it and you missed this out in the comments on Facebook and YouTube, I'm starting this in February. Sign up. At least I know you're interested. So when I launch, you'll be one of the first to get the email. I'm not going to be doing it at this price ever again. It's going to be less than 100 euros. It's a joke, personally working with me. So this should help. I'm hoping, because of I've kept this accessible. The idea is to help as many people as possible. Take care of yourself. And yes, Anupam, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. All my contact information is there. Enjoy your Friday and weekend, and I shall see you next week.